All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for the end of day PulseWave report of yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Reports. All right, all right, all right. So what we got going on? What's really good? Well, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what's what. And this is gonna be quicker than normally because I think we just need to tell the truth. You know, you gotta learn to tell the truth. So that's what we're gonna do here today. We're gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna show you the truth about Bitcoin. Now, I've been telling you about Bitcoin for quite some time. And I've done documentaries, I've done all types of stuff. And I've talked to you and I try to explain to you what's going on. Now, in the news, Bitcoin's in the news today because as El Salvador has now adopted Bitcoin as its official legal tender, and the rollout happened today, everyone's like, wow, did you see? Bitcoin collapsed 11%. Oh my goodness, it's over. Oh my goodness. Everyone's falling all over themselves. Everybody's bugging. They don't know what to do. They're saying this is the end of Bitcoin as you know it. Bitcoin's going to zero. This is why you can't base, money, especially a fiat derivative based on cryptocurrencies because they're unstable. Even the stable coin ain't stable. Even the horses won't stay in the stable. Even the jockeys won't help clean out the stable. Everything is unstable. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is a lie. Do not panic. Do not fear. Ride the pulse waves. Do you remember what I've been saying to you these past couple of weeks? Have I not shown you how the markets, because of high frequency trading bots, they now move in a slightly different wave pattern than in years past? Markets tend to create trading ranges ahead of the trading ranges that the price action will then obey. The reason that this nuance, this phenomenon takes place is because that's how the high frequency bots make their money. They make a killing in consolidated markets. They get destroyed in trending markets. I exposed this strategy a very long time ago. There was this, there were several proponents of it, but there was like a martingale type of a strategy that people were using. You're taking the martingale theory and you're just applying it to the markets. So as the market is falling, you're buying more, and it doesn't matter if it's a parabolic fall, it doesn't matter. You just keep on buying until you get to your max interval, and then that's when the market snaps back. You don't even need it to snap back to where you originally got in, because all you needed to do is just snap back even just a little bit and you actually make profit. I know, weird, isn't it? But it's the way it works. Now, in theory, it sounded like, the best trading strategy of all time. But I'm here to tell you, it was not without serious flaws. You see, in a consolidated market, it made you look like you were a genius. But when markets started trending even a little bit, even on an intraday level, you could get destroyed, decimated, taken out. Okay? And that's what happened today. So I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth is that the elite knew that the rollout was happening today. And so what did they want to do? They said, it would be nice for us to get some Bitcoin at a much lower price, wouldn't you say? I don't want to buy it at 50,000. It's at 50,000. I don't want to buy that. I'll buy it at 45 though. Can you get it down to like 45 and then we can go ahead and get in there and then the market going to, rubber band itself back up, and that's exactly what it did too. Bitcoin wasn't the only market that happened to. It happened to a few other altcoins as well. All right. You just got to know these markets, man. That's why you need the pulse waves, so that you won't panic, so that you won't look foolish. You know what's happening. You know what's coming. That's what we do. Now, talking is all nice and dandy, but you got to show and prove. What did I tell you guys even last week with the Bitcoin? I said you need to be wary of the trading range resistance zone that goes from 50 to 55,000. Did I not just finish telling you that? I even showed you the proof. I showed you the chart. I said, for a little while, the price action is going to move out of this zone temporarily, and then it's going to fall back down. It's going to head fake you, and then it's going to come back down. All right? It's not ready to broaden out just yet, but I gave you what to look for. I even gave you the numbers. Now, let me show you one more again for those that may have forgotten, or maybe you're new and you just stumbled on this channel. So let me go ahead and just show you one more again. Y'all ready? Okay, look at this weekly chart, Bitcoin futures with me. Here is your May the 21st, 2001. This is the week of May 21st, 2001. This is your grand range right here. And I told you at that time to expect this trading range to stretch out for a very long period of time. Well, this is a weekly bar. So you want to do the counting with me? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a month. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at 2.5 months. 11, 12. We're at 3 months. 13, 14, 15, 6. This is the 16th week. All right. Let's deal with that. 16 weeks, folks. 4 months. We've been moving sideways for 4 months. This is the current weekly bar, right? Even with today's flash crash, look where the market is. Has any devastation happened on this weekly chart? Do you see any price destruction on this chart? No, you do not. No, you do not. All the market did was briefly pull out of the trading range right here, like I told you a week ago. It hit 51,475 on you right quick, right? It ran all the way up to 53,125, getting outside of this range here temporarily, just like it did down here. It temporarily got outside of the bottom part of this range before snapping back. All right, that's all it's doing. I told you it was going to test the upper limits of the resistance zone of this bar for a while, and then look how it crashed right back down to earth, got right back into this zone. It got up to this one here, which is the next sideways zone. Once the market has exhausted this one here, this is going to be the next upside zone. Remember, I explained all this to you. What did the market do? It just did what I told you it was going to do. That's it. Here's the daily chart of the same Bitcoin futures. Here's your daily bar. All you did was run stops today to get this thing down, and then the market bounces back up again. All right, that's all it did. Now, we are in a danger zone on the daily chart because of what it did, right? It could now start, it could correct further and actually fall off the cliff if this trend line support on the daily chart does now hold. And then you come down here to the Kumo cloud, and we're talking another between 10 to 12,000 point drop from here, okay? And get you all the way down here into the low to mid 30s. All right. about 35, 36, 37,000. It's a possibility, but I doubt it. And if it does, it's not going to stay. It's going to snap back. You just need to understand what you're dealing with, okay? I had to show you guys this so that you don't need to be surprised and panicked. If you are a subscriber to the Pulse Waves, you already got this. You already knew what to do. You got your marching orders before you even came into this week. You already knew what was what. You got the rally alert buy signal back here on the week of July the 23rd, and you haven't had a pullback. And I did tell you need to start popping your way through it and locking in some profit. So those that listening to me today got stopped out of the market with some profit. Now you're on the sidelines waiting to get back in again. You dig what I'm saying to you? That's it. So the only thing that happened to you was some profit taken today, and you got out near the highs. That's all that happened for you today. So you're not crying. You didn't miss nothing. You good to go. All right. Now, I see your question about the Canadian dollar. All right. Here's the Canadian dollar. All right. Weekly chart. So you see here the crash alert sell signal. We got that initial downside production, a little bit more downside production so far this week. And then the market now is rallying and getting close to that overhead trend line resistance. All right. And then followed by the bottom of the Kumo cloud. So you got this pocket of resistance right here between, I want to say, 126 and 128. So you got a 200 pip, run of overhead resistance. That's what you're looking at from right now, from this moment. All right. That's on your weekly. On your daily chart, this is what it looks like on this Canadian dollar. You can see here the bearers are still technically in control of this market. This is just a technical bounce off the trend line support, because you can see here the market's been just hugging it, and then today it breaks out of the Kumo cloud on the daily chart and hits you with a rally. All right, so again, this is one of those great times if you're a subscriber and you got the PulseWave report. You got those instructions on what you need to do and how to handle these possibilities. That's what I like about the PulseWaves, is that it's forward-looking and forward-thinking. So before this bar even came into being, when you were down here, the market was telling you, the system was telling you what to do and how to do it. So the worst thing that could have happened to anyone who was short coming into today would have been you would have been stopped out with your profits, because you got short back here. See what I'm saying? You didn't get short right here. You didn't get short on this day. You got short back here, and you didn't ride it down. Excuse me. Okay. That's why you need the pulse waves, because it tells you what to make out of these bars that you're looking at. Just looking at a bar by itself doesn't tell you anything. You gotta know what the trend is, what the momentum is, what is the momentum strength of the trend if it's trending. You gotta these are all questions that have to be asked. So I just wanted to show you guys that, so you don't have to panic. In this crypto space. Here's what Ethereum looked like. All right. See, it took it too. It took it too. All right. It got smashed down right with the Bitcoin. These are how the algorithms work, ladies and gentlemen. I told you that the crypto market has been co-opted by Wall Street years ago. I told you that. I told you years ago. I warned you about this. So when you see Bitcoin fall like that, it's going to take the rest of the market with it. So here's your Ethereum. All right, flash crashing on people too. All right, this is how it goes. They move together in tandem. Here's Litecoin. All right, similar bar. Right. Here's Theta. See that? See how long that is? Same thing. No market is left unscathed. All right, here's XRP Ripple. Look at the bar. Okay. You can't make this stuff up, people. I tell you these things for a reason. And all the market did was just get itself right back into alignment with that May 21st that I told you. The week of May 21st is that bar. And we've been moving in that bar for a minute. Now on the XRP Ripple, it extended itself twice. So this is the first bar. This is the first extension of the bar. And this is the second extension of the bar. Notice that third extension, All right, didn't that third extension of this sigma of this bar was very short-lived. All right, then the market came back into alignment, back to the first extension. It moved from the second to back to the first, and then back to the main here. These last couple of weeks, now we're back into the main zone. See how these markets work? You can't make this stuff up, people. I know what I be telling you. I tell you and then I show you. So you just can't make this stuff up. So I had to show you, what things were looking like today so that you could get some kind of idea. I'll leave you with the NASDAQ 100. All right, this is the weekly on it. So far, not a lot going on, but you can see how we're in a continuation pattern from last week. Bulls are still in control, but be wary because you haven't had any kind of a pullback or correction in this NASDAQ in about 4 months as well. All right, that's an elongated process with no pullback or correction. See this last one, you got that nice pullback there, and the one prior to that, it had a big old run too. Finally came down a little bit, but then it just kept stretching. So this NASDAQ 100 is just getting stretched. All right, it's just not there's no dropping below the trend line support at all. All right, it's just like the wild west. So very interesting times ahead, folks. I just had to show you though the truth about Bitcoin. All right, so now you have it. You see the truth and nothing but the truth about Bitcoin. All right, forget what the talking heads are saying all over the internet and on TV. They don't know what they're talking about. I've been telling you about what to expect with Bitcoin forever, and this is what it is. Pulling back down to alignment, still staying within this range. Nothing has changed. Nothing to see here. Watch, rinse, repeat. Until this thing breaks out from the established May 21st zone, that's it. All right. And yes, it could elongate further and do this until the end of the year. Stay in this range, in this zone until the end of the year. It sure can. All right. So remember, smash that like button. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace.